can't even lie, I'm feeling your vibe. Yeah, I wanna dig in her thighs. She fuck with a winner, that pussy a prize. We shopping everything she want, I'm buying. Damn girl, you fine. Feel like she walked on the runway. I need a runway, we be flying. Take a vacation with Black.
Hey everyone! For those who do not know, this is my younger sister, Nija.
I'm not young, I'm just her sister. And yes, I am Nija.
But anyways, today's topic is going to be about insecurities and the importance of self-love and self-preservation. Would you like to start today?
No.
Alrighty, so I'll start with my definition of insecurities. My definition of insecurities would be the things that we nitpick about ourselves, that make us feel less than the amazing being that we are and are all created to be. It stops us from reaching our goals and aspirations because we're operating again on fear and pointing out the things that make us less happy versus the things that are beautiful about ourselves. What would your definition of insecurity be?
It's like, I can't put words to it, but I can like share like imagery. So like insecurities, it's like a bottle that each time you yourself know about it, so you put coins in the bottle until eventually it fills up and your bottle's full of these coins, which is your insecurities. But the definition of insecurity, or the way I would depict insecurity, would be eventually the bottle can't take the weight and so it cracks. So basically an insecurity to me is anything that cracks the core of the being that you are. So like, say if your being was the bottle, the coins that you were putting in, the not loving yourself, the not taking time to know yourself, the not allowing yourself to heal, the knots of your life cracked the being that you were. So say if you were a caring, loving person, the knots of your life allowed you to become cold-hearted and cruel. So I think that's what insecurities are.
Okay. So, do you feel like there's a way that you can get over your insecurities? Do you feel like it's something that is going to stay with the individual for a long time, or is it something that changes every day and you can't do anything about it?
I think, firstly, that insecurities grow with the person. So as you grow, as you progress in your life, you'll get more and you'll get deeper insecurities. So when you're younger, you could be like, oh, I'm insecure because my mom didn't get me the Jordan retro. She got me the orthopedic 7s. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's clowning me. But then you get our age and you're like something she was telling me about was like, I don't even like the skin I'm in, which was something that I was insecure about moving to South Carolina. I don't even like the skin I'm in.
No, I feel like there are deeper insecurities. I feel like I don't feel like insecurities change. I think that's where we contrast. Because I feel like they grow as we get older, but I don't believe that they change. I feel like they start little. There's always little things. And then they grow. So I believe that insecurity was always there. You just never did anything to try to find peace within that imperfection. Because people are constantly chasing perfection, which is not a reality.
Because perfection is an illusion. Perfection is illusion.
Yeah. And so I feel like it's never something that changed on time. Like, it could be something like you were skinny and then you gained a lot of weight, so now you're insecure about that. But you can hit the gym. There are insecurities where it's like my skin is messing up, but you can go to a dermatologist and get it fixed.
But some people may not have the money.
Okay,
What do you
yeah,
do to those
but there are different ways. We live in an age of social media. People are teaching you DIY face masks.
How
People
about
are
you don't have
teaching
the
you
money to go get the DIY stuff?
no, all that stuff is in your house. All that stuff's in your house. If you really, really care about something enough and it doesn't make you happy and you're chasing that happiness, that peace, you're going to do everything in your power to obtain it. Even if it means taking yourself on that date so you can learn how to be by yourself and love yourself. So when you get in that relationship, you're not fiending, yearning for a person so deeply where you can't live without them or you can't do anything without them. Even if it's writing how you feel down instead of crying every time because you're tired of crying and you're trying to figure out different ways to work on your self-peace, even though things still hurt. It's different ways of going about different situations, different insecurities, but you also have to take that time to get to know those things. So like you were saying, you feel like they change, but I don't. I feel like the insecurity has always been there.
Okay, what's the most recent insecurity that has come into your knowing? Like one that is recent, like nothing like old, like now.
Right now, I would probably say the way I operate on fear, and I don't allow myself into situations that I feel are unsafe and are gonna make me feel physically, mentally, spiritually unclothed. I don't really want to get too close to anyone. Like, there's a limit, a stop sign, a box that I will place you in if you do try to cross that limit. And it all comes from an insecurity of being rejected, because I've never been rejected and I don't want to feel that. It all comes from an insecurity of also being neglected and being left. Because if I leave you before you leave me, there's really no pain, which in reality, you're always going to feel that pain, because what if it would have worked? What if it would have worked out? What if I really could have been happy with another being? Because I'm happy within myself most days. Because nobody's always happy all the time, but I want to experience things that I keep pushing myself away from. So like, how does that work? But we're all trying to figure things out in this thing called life. But that's most definitely probably one of my biggest insecurities. Me trying to do you before you do me, when you might have not even been trying to do that. That might have even been your intention. But in my head, I'm going against my tattoo. My tattoo says, stay soft. Don't let the ways of the world harden your heart as an individual.
Yeah, like the song from Juice WRLD, it says, I figured she was gonna break my heart regardless, so I took her out and dumped her in the garbage. The stupid bitch didn't turn herself into a target just for talking nonsense, claiming she was leaving. So basically what that means is, like she said, if you already figure out that if someone's already gonna fuck you over or is gonna leave you, even if they may not, that may not be their intention. But if you are so afraid to love that you push away and you automatically assume the worst, which makes the ass out of you and me, you push away, like Juice WRLD said. I figured, he didn't say I know you were gonna break my heart regardless, but he figured you were gonna break his heart. So let me do it first. Let me throw you out in the trash let me throw you in garbage. But that could have been the love of your life, and you don't know.
That's very true. So what are some things that you've been through that allowed you to be aware of your insecurities, but also pushed you to focus more on that self-love and preservation? Because a lot of people want to practice self-love, they want to practice self-preservation, but they don't know how to obtain it. They don't know what to do. They think there's a recipe to loving yourself. But what would you say to that?
For me personally, I've always knew my insecurities, but hearing it from someone else really made me wanting to change them. It's like if you know you stink, but then somebody come up to you and say, "Whoa, you stink,
funky."
Then you're gonna go home and get
Take a little
clean.
bath.
Exactly, because you know you stink. You started to be comfortable with it. I knew I didn't like my smile. I knew I didn't like my face, but I started to be comfortable with it. But when people would go and compliment me, especially someone that I fell in love with, when they start complimenting me, and I wouldn't take those compliments, I knew that was something within myself that I needed to fix, because at the end of the day, I'm beautiful, regardless if people think so or not. Myself, I know I'm beautiful inside, and I know I exude beauty. You know what I'm saying? And so it took someone else to tell me, like, Naija, like, stop, like, dismissing my compliments. You are, will be, and will always be beautiful. You are and will be, always will be this type of person, And that to me made me feel like, thank you God for allowing this person to come into my life, but thank you for letting me be open, at that time, to know that there was something wrong with me, because I didn't even see that beauty that exuded with outside of me. I knew that I was beautiful inside, but there was nothing that I thought was beautiful on the outside. So yeah, like I said, it took somebody else saying it to me in order for me to shake right.
But see, I feel like that's the beauty in insecurities. I feel like there are very few insecurities, and there might be a lot of insecurities, but there are also way more things that make us beautiful, that make us the people that we are, the beings that we are, the soul that we really are. And to show someone that, and for someone to see that, even though people are so focused on our outer appearances, is the definition of beautiful to me. Because I feel like, yeah, there are things that make me sad. Yeah, there are things that make me want to cry. Yeah, some days I'm not okay, and that's okay. I'm gonna keep pushing, because I know that life is a roller coaster, a storybook that I'm writing every day, but I'm not the author. God is the author of my storybook, and I am not in control. Yeah, I feel some type of way, but who isn't feeling some type of way? Let's be honest. Who's really not feeling some type of way sometimes? It could be anything. You could really just look in the mirror one day and be like, ugh, what the fuck? And then some days you like, ooh. It's just like that. And we're not supposed to feel popping like we the bad, we the this every single day.
But what makes it detrimental to us is when we don't feel those ways, when we do feel that we're not popping some days, and we hide it. That's what is detrimental, and that's what diminishes the self-love that you had, and it makes you go back to ground zero. It's when really self-love, the definition of self-love and self-preservation really should start with the word truth. And once you know the definition of truth, anything around that word will permeate through self-love, through self-preservation, through anything that deals with self and anything that deals with anybody else. Because once you're 100% true with yourself, like, even though you may not think you're beautiful, you saying that to yourself or someone saying that to you every single day, you're going to start to realize it. Just like if someone called you a fucking bum, to the point where you started to realize, you started to think, am I a fucking bum? No, you're not a fucking bum. It's the person that said you were a fucking bum that was a fucking bum. But they didn't want to be truthful with themselves, so they brought their anger and poured it out to you. So basically, all the broken souls, all the people that don't feel beautiful or have insecurities, not saying that insecurities are illusions as well, but I'm saying that we get our insecurities from assuming and judging other people. Like, I would have never had an insecurity of being thick unless slim thick was a thing. Or I would have never had an insecurity about having freaking pencil marks for eyebrows if thick eyebrows wasn't a thing. But once society makes something a thing and we don't have it, we automatically put that on our list of things that we're insecure about.
Okay. So you feel like insecurities aren't something that we create ourselves. You think it's something that society has created for us.
Yeah, when we look different, if we look different, you know, if somebody's, like, you can still appreciate someone being black, but say if someone's black that has clearer skin than you start to say, well, there's another one, right there, clear skin, something I don't have, put that on the list of insecurities, you know? And it's because people aren't true to the fact where they're like, just drink water. Not stating the fact that they're like, drink water. But I also remember when I was not like this and I cried every day looking at my skin. People don't share that. People share their highlight reels. The thing that once I get it, I'm gonna share the picture and I'm gonna show you guys I got this money. I'm gonna show you guys I got this car. I'm gonna show you guys I got this girl. Which that's what our society makes. Our society makes money, dinero, off of facades.
So society is Instagram. Like our lives is Instagram.
Yeah.
That would be the definition, because I feel like nobody posts an ugly picture. Nobody's gonna post an ugly video. Nobody's gonna post that truth, that life that they're living every single day.
No one's gonna post the first draft of what they made. And I'm telling you that straight up. You can think that anything that someone took was the first picture. No, boo-boo was the 99. Get the 99th. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that we don't get in our head. We think, wow, they're so beautiful. Look, they took that picture and they were like
Which
this.
They are.
They were like this. But little do you know, they were not laughing about shit. The person said, open your mouth like this. You know, and it just so happened that Jesus looked so graceful at that time. And they're talking about smiling on these haters. You know, but they weren't smiling. They weren't, you know. And people,
crafted.
yeah, everything is like Play-Doh, molded into a reality that fits our society, our societal norms. Everything's Play-Doh. Everything can be constructed into anything. And that, I think, for us, for our family, I think we're very, very aware of everything that goes on in this world, to the point where if I've been heartbroken, yeah, that shit hurts. I'm not about to say, there'll be a better day. Because there will be, but right now that's not what I want to hear. I want you to listen while I talk about the thing that hurt me the most, and I need you just to listen. But the thing is, a lot of people go to Instagram, go to Snapchat. Oh, and then they fuck that nigga. Oh yeah, retweet.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Summer. I mean, yeah, we all with that, but are you really?
Like, and really, hot girl summer is not, oh, let me shake my ass for this nigga.
It's not the definition.
It's self-love, self-preservation. It's self-preservation, sorry.
Putting yourself first, get
Yeah.
into the bag, making sure you're good, not depending on a man for anything, getting that job, getting that paper, building yourself.
But I do believe that for people that are, for people that are in relationships, you know what I'm saying? that sometimes you find that love that you were missing, not in that other person, but they show you that love within yourself. And that's something that happened for me. It wasn't, I knew, but people always telling me like, you're not kind-hearted, you're not this, you're not that, I forgot how fucking awesome of a person I am until it took somebody else that I loved and that loved me to say that to me and to look at me regardless of my flaws and my insecurities and say, Naija, you are so beautiful. And beauty, if anybody calls you cute, if they call you sexy,
I'm gonna fucking puppy.
You don't want people to call you, yeah, you could be like, oh, that's cute, but I'm talking about if someone says to you, I'm telling you this right now, if someone says to you you're cute, they're looking at your clothes. If someone says you're sexy, they're looking at your body. If someone says you're nice looking, they're looking at your face. But if someone calls you beautiful, regardless if you're a man or a woman, they're looking at your soul. And that's something we need to get back to. It's more of like, once everyone starts telling their truth about the beauty, everyone is beautiful.
In their own way.
Everyone is beautiful and everyone has preferences. So my beautiful may not be your beautiful, as her beautiful will not be my beautiful, but at the same time, our eyes are seeing beauty, amongst and amidst the darkness. You know what I'm saying? So I really think the end all, the be all, the freaking formula, the fucking Krusty Krab, the fucking burger ingredient to being loving within yourself, like loving yourself, preserving yourself, anything that deals with self is truth. Be honest.
Be honest about your shit. Like, be honest about it. Be real with yourself. Cry, write it, listen to that song, go for them rides, go look at that sunset, go get that sunrise, get that tattoo, get that piercing. Do anything that's gonna make you feel better about the situation, because it's not gonna get better until you take time and heal yourself. Yeah, time heals stuff, but that takes a long time if you just waiting for stuff to get better, when you are the person who can make yourself feel better with the love that you can only obtain. Yeah, things are gonna hurt. That's life. Yeah, things are not gonna work out. Yeah, sometimes you're gonna wanna give up. But why if tomorrow's a different day? Why when tomorrow can be the day that everything works out? Why when you know that life has been good before this situation and life is going to be good after this situation? Why let the little things in life be the defining factors and the points that people pick out when they talk about what you did when you were here on this earth? I don't want anybody to define me or remember me for my insecurities and the things that I allowed to let myself down. Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. That's the only thing that I can be. But I'm not perfect, and I'll tell you that in a heartbeat. But I know how to get out of that funk, because you're the only one who can get yourself out of it. So I think you should share your poem that you just wrote. Okay. Okay, so this poem, I actually wrote it today, and I didn't know I was gonna do a video with her, but I wrote it thinking about a certain someone, and it's titled You, and it says, there will be days like this when you're all that pops into my head. There will be days like this when I wish it were you holding me when I'm alone in my bed. There will be days when I cry because I still don't know why you chose to hurt me. There will be days when I just sit
and reminisce about you. Those days will be tough, and I'd want to give up and throw in the towel. But then I remember there were days before you, and there will be days after you. So when those bad days come, and they will, just take those days with ease. Love yourself a little harder and know that you're the only person you need to please. On those days when you cry, baby girl, baby boy, dry those tears and know that God will send you someone else that will make up for the time spent thinking about him or her for all those years. You are the prize. It'll work.
Did you hear that? No, run that back. I don't think they heard that.
Run that back, Turbo.
Now run it back because people forget.
1, 2, 3. Say it together. 1, 2, 3.
You are the prize, baby. Say it again. You are the prize. Chase who? Wait for who? Mess with who? I'm not with the bullshit, baby. I'm not doing none of that. Because I already know what I possess. I already know what I have. I know the type of love that I observe. Exude. You know what I mean? Exude. That's what I meant. Cool, it came out real quick. That's what I said.
You are the prize.
You are the prize man. You are the prize woman. And if they're not giving you that same love, that same attention, what you need, then you let it go because God has a better plan.
Or once you let it go.
When you let it go, better will come. Like me, I'm coming for you, big sexy chocolate man.
Once you let it go, most times God gives us things that when we're not looking. I wasn't looking for love and I found it. So once you let it go, and you live your life, people will start to absorb the energy that you exude. And they'll be like,
not exude.
Okay, what's cooking, good looking? Give me that phone number.
You look good.
Or they'll say, ¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono?
What's your number?
Mami, whichever one, right?
And I'm gonna be like, give me the phone, ring a ding ding.
Well,
I know it.
Bling.
Yeah.
Okay, you are the prize. It'll hurt. I know this is true. Thinking about someone who doesn't think about you. Loving someone so hard that you put them before everyone else. And you lose yourself for a while. You stopped looking at your favorite shows because they were the only thing you wanted to see. And you stopped listening to music because every time they spoke, a mellifluous melody poured from their mouths like milk and honey. And you stopped being on the phone when you were with them because all you wanted to do was look at every single thing on their body and memorize it. Just so when you close your eyes to sleep, you could dream of them. And you started smiling more because their smile was the most beautiful thing you've seen. I'm telling you, if you would have seen that smile with those lips matched with that brown, beautiful sun-kissed skin and those muscles, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all know. And you stopped going out because he became your home. Depression became your home.
Insecurities became your home.
Sadness became your home.
Not practicing self-preservation became your home.
Christian became my home.
I can't tell y'all who's on, but it's a secret! It's a secret, so I gotta ring, baby! It's a secret, so I gotta ring! If I gotta ring it on me to thing, I'm just kidding! We friends. I'm single and ready to mingle. Just kidding. Some days. Okay.
You're a hideaway. They became your hideaway from this cruel world. They became the air you breathe.
Not
They
healthy.
became life itself.
Toxic.
It's not when you're in love.
But what is love really?
Mwah. But following every rainstorm is a rainbow, which is neat. So, beautiful kings of this world, and
Beautiful queens.
raise your head. Raise your head. Because you are not meant, you are not created to look at the gravel, honey. No. You were created to look amongst the stars. So, like Tupac said, keep your head up and love again. I inserted the love again. And I promise you, you'll love again. And this is loving yourself again. This is love again with another partner. Anything that you want to love again. And that person or that thing that was life itself for you, that person or thing that was the very air you breathe, that person, that thing that hurt you or left you will no longer be life itself, because you will. And one day, someone will ask you what their favorite color was, and one day, someone will ask you why you didn't think you were beautiful.
And one day, someone will ask you, why are you so depressed?
And get together.
And you'll hesitate. And that's the day.
And that's the day you'll know.
It's been real, guys. Until next time, I'm Deja.
I'm Naija. Peace out, Girl Scout.
And this has been Real Talk with Deja. Bye.
Bye. You should have a
Long for those days.